Well, welcome back to the stream. What we're going to try and do is we'll try and continue from Dead Reckoning, where we came back on board. Always, as usual, different software setups, different bits and pieces, so let me know if there's any problem with the sound, anything like that. Hope you enjoy the stream, and if you do, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, and get into the game.
Saved as many Lydian lives as you could. And more importantly, you looked after your crew. That's what counts. You have to look out for your own, first and foremost.
That doesn't change the fact 15 lives were lost out there.
True. But 5 times more than that were saved. It's all a matter of perspective. Unfortunately, the Admiral was among those who didn't make it. I'm sure it's a huge blow to the Lydians. I hope they don't blame us. We suffered our own losses as well.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari, or Khan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong, and I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this isn't about you. The lives of everyone who wears a uniform are at stake.
I don't see it that way.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way. Is there any update on our efforts to trace the Zeldy's warp signature?
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
Something that powerful in their hands?
We have to find that ship.
Yes, we do.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
I have faith in our away team. They won't give up easily, and if they can somehow manage to stay alive, then maybe they could get word to us about their location.
That'd be a hell of a lucky break.
Right now, we need all the luck we can get. The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly.
Yeah,
what
let me know if there's
actually
anything with the sound or hear any
needs to
echoes or
know
anything.
about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation.
Sometimes it does play up a little.
There are too many unknowns.
They stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. It might be better to wait until we know more.
We shouldn't take any chances. We should at least alert Starfleet that our system was compromised.
I agree with Commander Rydek. We should let Starfleet decide how they want to handle it.
And essentially tell them this mission was a failure before it's even over? No. That's not how we're gonna do it. Not on my ship. I want to speak with the Hatari and get to the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hotari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds. Assuming the negotiations are off, we no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hotari and the Elydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Draconian and displacing that of its host. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level, bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
And what happens to the host?
It's hard to say exactly. Some of their memories remain intact, but the implanted Draconian identity appears to have full control. In time, all that remains of the host may be lost entirely.
Well, that's no good.
Like a parasite.
Exactly. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped, and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions, under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
Given the options, this might be our best chance to find out more about what they have planned.
I couldn't agree more.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ermot, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
Don't laugh. Tell Star Trek. Tell the Starfleet.
You're long overdue for a Diridium infusion.
Yep, my ring's flat.
It looks like I am.
Ew. Okay.
Aside from almost running out of Diridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You I don't worry about. The captain, however...
Go on.
You see it, don't you? He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not normal behavior for a captain. I was relieved you called him out on it.
But he
You've
wasn't.
spent enough time with him now. Seen enough of how he runs the ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
To be honest, I'm worried about him. It seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success, and I am concerned he'll do something rash to ensure it.
Good to know we see eye to eye on this. And I want to be clear. I care about Solano. I really do. I've been his doctor for years. There are more important things at stake than offending an old friend. If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
Yes, we know.
Jara.
Monitor
looking
your
better.
Diridium levels. I'll be right back.
Looking much better there. She was a bit poorly last time, if my memory serves.
Like he was never there. I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life.
Just do a volume there so we
Even
don't
with
do
the
any
wonders
feedback
of your
for you.
technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
I should be thanking you. You took that disruptor shot for me. Without you, I might be the one in sickbay, or worse.
Well, I couldn't just let you die. Not after all you did to help.
I won't forget it.
That Tipex on her eyebrows. That's
Down in those mines. What Sidron and Galvin really are. Who they've become. The lengths they're willing to go to. What they did to that Lydian. It's hard to accept. That everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie.
we know that.
The horror of that underneath our feet
You do.
the entire time.
It's always better to know. No matter how awful, the truth is better than living with a lie.
I am coming around to that thinking as well.
Commander Rydick, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.
Ooh. Sounds iffy. Very nice. Oh, wait.
They haven't found us yet.
We can't just wait to be rescued. We have no idea when or if the Resolute is gonna catch up. But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to. You got somewhere we could do that?
Check out. Hold on.
Good thing this was here. Made it a lot easier to transport across the ship. If we took another second, Miranda might have...
Come on, Carter. We need to stick with the tall guy.
Sticking with the tall guy? He's the tall guy. That is fun.
For how uptight the Illydians are, the cargo bay is kind of a mess.
No, that's not. Try and fit ourselves.
Looks airtight and climate controlled. Must be where they put the precious cargo.
Tall guy.
Up there? Alright. Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Ooh, there's a few of them.
We'll disable them.
How?
Pick 'em out.
They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Millie. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
Yeah.
I got the ones over here.
That means I've got that one over here.
Got one.
That one.
Another down.
Hurry, Carter!
I am.
Want somewhere? Oh, that one. That one. Oops, I missed it. Oh, she's fired.
One left.
Oh, where's the one left? That one. Still showing there. Ah. Oh, wait, so I'm wrong. On that. That one. That one. That one. Ah.
Here it comes.
Here comes the scan. Doodle-doo. That's cool.
It worked. They won't be able to detect us.
That buys us some time.
Now that the Zeldi has its power again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
Yes, you do that.
Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. For all we know, she was trapped, watching it happen.
That
Fighting
wasn't
it the
her.
whole time.
The person who shot at us wasn't Miranda. Don't think for a second that she turned on us. Because I don't.
Neither do I. I know it seems like we could never trust her again. But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the True joining is
that's what it reminds
permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
Bit of Chaka Khan in there.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend.
Ooh.
You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takan.
My
All that'll
friend
say.
is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy.
That's so.
It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to
Guys.
ignore the truth.
Pull the
I
finger
don't
out.
like this any more than you do. The Takan are a threat to all of us. They turned our crewmates too. Do you really think they're gonna stop there?
All I know is that more of my people have been lost to the transformation than yours. Not to mention my admiral and the others who didn't survive your rescue attempt. Our losses are mounting. Yours are just beginning.
We're stuck on this ship, same as you.
Boxing gloves.
I'm blocked out of helm control. Propulsion? And they're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
I can help.
Let us help.
Fine.
Fine. Don't be so happy about it.
They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takan must have turned someone in command.
Keeping it.
Here's something. I can see the course they have plotted in. Lydian fleet has explored a lot of systems, but it's all in the opposite direction of where we're going.
Heading.
We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot
let's
sooner than I
stop
like
them.
to think about, too.
That can't happen. We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Elydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan.
You tell him.
You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Elydia, or
Oh,
I'll
guys.
destroy it.
Think strategically. We stand a better chance by working together. You're right to be angry, but it doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
Fair enough.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship, so that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
I'm sure I can think of something. You're smart.
Data stream.
Big data stream. There you go, straight away.
Two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying.
Very trying. Let's bring it in. Go.
Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Itasca, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Itasca, are you still there?
Bring them back if we can. In we go. Right stick,
Are you still
right
there?
stick. Wobbly wobbly.
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hatari have been transforming people on this ship. We've seen it happen.
Bioforming.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I gotta ask, are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well.
You can
That's
trust me,
right.
but yeah, exactly. Trust me
Clear and
both
not
ways.
under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
Trust goes both ways. We trust you. You trust us.
I'll go with that. Until you give me reason not to.
Back at you, Stretch.
Back at you straight. Oh, that's rude. I said.
We'll make it to you undetected, and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
Asking a lot.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
Ooh. The big gun. 10'3" and a big piece of. Yeah, I've got to admit, there's nice story writing on this. Character swap. There. Unmasking. You're talking about me again. Spock.
You may approach.
Your Majesty, an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds. I should have known you couldn't be trusted when you sided with the Elydians. Your intentions have been clear from the start.
We knew you were hiding something. We had to find the truth.
I hope you were satisfied with what you found.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Her actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Voltari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Elydians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter
They are being played,
resolved.
but makes no sense. Although
That
we
makes
know
no
why.
sense. What did they do to you?
They
Why.
convinced us that this was the best deal we were going to get.
See the sticky thing in the
I
neck.
thank you for coming. But the sooner the Federation leaves,
The better.
The hell we will.
Captain,
What about my crew trapped aboard that ship? Or what you did to my security team?
You tell him.
Data you stole.
Still don't touch him. Tell him.
I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hotari space without Federation approval. No one.
you think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something
Your
far
request.
beyond your feeble imagination.
We came at your request.
Come on, numpty
Help
pants.
solve the problem, not
You
create
came
one.
because I wanted to see the mighty Federation for myself. The greatest power in the galaxy. Needless to say, I was disappointed.
They never wanted our help. They were setting us up from the start. Commander Rydek saw what you did in those mines. How you bioformed innocent people against their will and turned them into Takan.
Everybody Shaka Khan. Sorry. Things. Ooh.
A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours was once ours, so it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost.
That's what you think, sunshine.
Everything you hold dear will be gone.
Not be rainbow drops.
The first of many painful
rainbow
losses to come.
You do realize this will never work. The Federation will stop you no matter what it takes.
Will they? From what I can tell, the Federation is little more than a loose assemblage of the weak and the misguided. But I certainly invite them to try. You might be
try they
surprised
will.
How many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen? We will not stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours. Imagine what a queen, a starship captain, or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Or phase. Watch your back. On the floor, boy.
Seize them.
Oh, thanks.
Get us out of here, now!
55 to beam up.
Ride it to Resolute. Beam us out.
Ooh, that's surprising. A little bit.
You ever done something like this before?
Close quarters combat? Infiltrating an enemy stronghold?
Something like that.
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers during the siege of Tofar Ket to retake the citadel there. That's just one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Tosca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
That must mean she's a good soldier.
The very best.
We saved your life. What does that make us?
We aren't out of danger yet.
Wiglets.
But once we have my comrades,
worth a try.
Proper soldiers, we'll be able to retake the bridge. Then,
proper
our
soldiers
fleets will catch up to us.
Oh, well, true. We're not really soldiers, are we?
The ATP is just down that corridor.
Sneaky, sneaky. A little bit sneaky. All together.
Is this the artillery platform?
Elbows.
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster.
Bit much. Yep. Just a slighting bit much there. He's not looking impressed. I mean, wait. Oh, it is Kakakia.
There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
If there was a fight, the Takan might still be nearby.
Maybe my people killed them.
Or they could be waiting for us.
And that's a problem for when we meet them.
The distribution conduits have been knocked loose. The currents in those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel that regulates power to the magnetobanks.
I can track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
Here we go. Use the muscles now. Oh, she did.
It's heavy.
BD in the box. Oh, thanks. Stay out there. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, all right, you guys. You stay out there and have a cake or something. You know. You slowly go around and see if I can find. Doesn't electrocute myself. Oh, one down. 2 to go. 2 more to go. They look like they've explodey. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Send the ladder. Go on. Okay, I'll come up. Ascend the ladder. Ascend again. Ascend. Okay. Turn off that power flow. Hey. It'll be all electrifying. Down across here. Next. Done that. We're coming over here. Ah, I see, down here. There. I just come down there. Used. I'm sure. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've done that one. Are as confused as I am. Do you think? Done that. There we're all around. Okay. Doobie-doo. Oh, ladder. Ladder today. Let's try. So easy to get turned around. Oh, done that. What's here? Missed it. I think I missed it as usual. Yeah, I don't really want to go up that one just yet. Bit warm. Bit warm. There's another one's a bit warm. Here then. Whoopsie.
Federation, you made it.
Barely. There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They backed us into a corner.
Ooh.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here.
Whoopsie.
I think they've given up on capture.
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You, give me a hand with this!
Let's push! Yay! Muscles! Go!
Go! Go! Behind us!
Oh yeah, explode. Objects with yes over them will explode when shot. Uses explosive objects to take out multiple enemies at once. There's a small delay before explosion triggers. Okay. I think he was a bit shocked. Ow, sorry about that, pal.
Go, Federation! You take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
I'm a-going. Ah, I'm not having that one. The only thing I could say against is the fact it's very light on the triggers, the controls. Give me what? Quick, let's go. Turn it on. On. Time to go.
Come on, hurry!
2 out of 3 is not bad. That'll do. Whoops. Yeah.
No! No! You can't just run in there.
No, you can't.
To fight.
We must live to fight. Another episode. Nah. Hey, bit of blue nose there,
Let
right? Look
the
at them
enemy
both.
take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Illydian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
We've lost people too. I know it's not easy.
What makes it worse is that when we were in there, trapped, Hadri is the one who said that we had to live to fight. And we all agreed. We said if one of us was taken, the others wouldn't stop. We'd keep going, make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
The Takan don't want them dead.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
Oh, yeah.
Khan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan.
Oh my
They know
god.
we're heading to the bridge.
Let's not go there. Yeah, see? Work that one out. Ah.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
It went about as well as could be expected, under the circumstances.
Oh, that's a relief, because I was fearing the worst. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illydians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
It's not.
I wish I could tell you otherwise. But it's not real. Galvin orchestrated the whole thing.
Certainly did.
I don't understand. Then what happened? I really thought there was a deal.
Galvin bioformed the Illydians into Takan.
What? But what about the Queen? Or the Hotari people? Please tell me they're okay. There's something the Federation can do.
Of course, we're doing everything we can. The entire Federation stands with the Hotari, and we will stop at nothing to make this right.
Oh, yeah.
But I want you to prepare yourself, in case it's too late to save Hotari.
No, it could be. Yeah.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore. Everything I've ever known is gone.
Hotari isn't lost yet. This is far from over. It will be your home again, I promise.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hotari. You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Ooh,
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately.
a fat rot. Unlike Wiles, bridge. Hello, I'm back.
We've got an Illydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar? Now I'm not so sure.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing.
Ooh,
Still coming
this
straight
line.
for us. Commander?
Red alert. Try there, no.
Have you tried hailing them?
Try it.
Hailing the Illydian ship
Federation,
now.
we don't engage
No
first.
response.
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Incoming.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Rydick, modulate the shield frequencies. See if you can get us any cover.
Ooh, it's not
Commander,
doing all that, is it?
Just keep firing.
I got this. Try and modulate your shield.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another.
Shields?
There! We've got incoming! How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
Because they're being told.
Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
He's out cold!
It's all on me again. Here I go.
Why'd they stop?
Pull your finger out.
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
Okay. Let's deal with this.
On screen.
Giving me stern look with the eyebrows going.
Commander Rydak, where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
Don't take it personally, but he had better things to do than talk to you.
Ooh.
Well, perhaps he's busy repairing his pathetic little ship. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment. But I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first.
What do you mean?
Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
It's entirely possible you could destroy us. But the truth is, we're worth more to you alive than dead.
Exactly.
Better if we report back to Starfleet about the power of Taconian technology, and the futility of fighting it.
There might be value in that. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. That the Federation would stop me no matter what. Your performance in this encounter has not supported that claim.
Well, give me an Enterprise.
Veskar's weapons are powering up.
Get ready. Get set. And then no. That's it. Stare him in the eye. Give him the dead eye. That's it. That's what I'd do.
But the Takhan are not mere savages.
Oh yeah.
So I've decided to let you live. Because there's merit to the idea you're worth more to me alive. Tell your Federation that Takhan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your lives.
This isn't over.
I said that.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
It looks nothing like Karen Carpenter. Alright, let's get the ship back.
I've lost their signal.
Can you track their warp signature?
Nothing. It's untraceable, just like before.
Notify Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
Oh yes.
What's the status of the repairs?
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydak, you had the Khan after the ship was attacked.
I did.
What is your assessment?
Big bully.
Given our current situation and the losses we have suffered.
You need me.
I'd rather not fight this alone. We need to call for reinforcements.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takhan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Andoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takhan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area, and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable, and should alleviate your concerns.
Exactly.
Delphi Ardu-4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
He's very
Right
iffy.
now, we have no way of knowing where those two Elydian ships are, or where they're going. Another Taconian might be able to at least point us in the right direction.
Or we're the ones pointing him right toward his fellow Takan, making the problem worse.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydek.
Thank you.
Logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information
being very
on the
iffy.
nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation.
Yes, they do.
I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
That's it. Blame me for that one as well.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Yeah.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for...
Have to think about that then.
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local systems.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal. Now!
Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Get a move on. Shake a leg. Bit of patching. A bit of patching. Let's do a bit of patching.
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity.
Oh yeah.
If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the ceiling.
He'll never see it coming.
Itasca, get ready to charge.
Charge?
Reversing gravity polarity. Now!
Oh dear. Didn't expect that one.
Amazing.
Close it!
How do we get them down?
Ow. I felt that. I wasn't even there.
What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot him?
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
These prisoners can be useful to us. But if you kill them, we'll never know.
I can live with that.
You would.
Well, I can't.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals.
Crystals all over the place.
Over this place.
Have a look at this one first.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Okay. Might be helpful. Get this out.
This console looks unaffected. The engines are redlined, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100%. 50% output. The warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
Very. On the steps, yes.
These crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all.
Isn't.
Everything I try, it just ignores me.
I thought you had the access codes needed to take control back.
I should, but I can't actually get to the surface, so I can't enter them here. Maybe there's somewhere else I can try.
That's what I was going to say next. I'll look over here.
It's the Takan language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program.
Very clever.
This control station won't do us any good either. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
They're flying the ship from somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it explains why there's less than a full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from?
Somebody knows. Yeah, I'm sure they're hiding it on us. Oh, I've done this one on top.
There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
Well, it's not Lydian programming, then let's go and have a chat.
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
Ah, let's have a look at this.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
Not sure.
Not that. Have a look at this.
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Up to the big guy.
Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
less than an hour.
We can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of.
Ah, but we are.
Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Doing it somehow,
Those
aren't they?
crystals, with the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed.
That's just two sides of the same coin.
It's what?
Either way, we both want to stop the Zeldi.
Ah, yes. And we will find a way to do it.
Yes, we will.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power.
Microwave.
That's everything. We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you. I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it. Weapons must be bio-coded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control this ship with a disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
Oops, that hurt.
Let's talk.
Poke him in the eye. Go on. Number one. Be looking at it.
The Titan's communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well.
Told him.
Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack. Making this so much worse than it already was.
Starfleet has
Given
to
the
know.
potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it.
He's very
I don't want to cause a panic. And I doubt he does either.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Oh, it's Riker!
Let's
Here we
not
go,
mention
Riker.
any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through.
Don't agree with you. Sorry.
Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have?
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residius 6.
Oh, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
I bet.
But let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
Well, without the ship, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So...
Anybody ever choose the ship when you asked?
I can't say that they have.
The truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive.
I knew that.
Or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
what we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step. Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of
We're
him.
not afraid.
For good reason.
He's
No.
not the sort to suffer fools.
Just no.
And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our
You're in
hands.
this fish.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the Borg.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate.
You're not the only one who's met the Takan anymore. We've faced them in combat. We're not just the right ones for the job. We're the only ones.
All right. Asked and answered. There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Your advice is well taken, Captain Riker. No matter what he throws at us, we'll stand up to this Takan Guardian.
I'm sure you will. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets, Solano. I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control. Riker out.
I think I'm in trouble with the captain, but he's iffy.
Said I wanted to keep this under wraps.
He's definitely
I thought they had
iffy.
an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
Riker's ship is at risk. They all are. I can't believe you would want to keep that from me.
That's one more thing I'll have to answer for. Now I have to think about
Dead.
the damage control of it all.
Oh.
You're dismissed.
He's not right. There's definitely something iffy about him. I think he's a Chakard.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That's granted.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. If he's not an asset, he's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
And we usually are. That, my friends, and that, my friends, where we'll leave it today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like I say, you did, like and subscribe, and drop a comment below if there's anything you'd like to say. And keep safe, and I'll catch you next time.